One of the things that I have failed to talk about here is super important. Though quitting sugar at first was really insanely difficult, the difficulty has tapered off a little bit, which has been great. Now, I have forgotten to mention one key element to this whole process. It's not just about no sugar. It's also about incorporating yoga into my life regularly, which has been a departure for me because I had also tapered that off. Not strategically, but ever since we moved, it just kind of happened, you know? When life gets really crazy and busy, you kind of drop whatever self-care routines you had in the works before. So I fell victim to that, I admit. So I thought that I would give you a few tips to help you stay on your yoga game, stay on your practice, to keep it fresh, exciting, and something that you actually look forward to doing and not some chore that you have to force regularly. The first tip is to make it exciting. And this sounds kind of obvious and sort of lame, but what I mean by that is take a page from my book. I believe that we should actually have a healthy disregard for some of the sanctity of a yoga practice. And what I mean by that is, I think we intimidate ourselves out of practicing regularly because we think it has to be a certain length, we have to have on our yoga clothes, it has to have certain components that are a part of it, when really it's yours, so it can have any of those things or none of those things. So I've actually been practicing a lot differently lately. I've been doing things that are super unconventional, but stuff that actually is really working, so I'm excited to share some of that with you later on. The second thing I would suggest is to just put on your favorite song. Commit to 3 minutes of something. I guarantee you, once you unroll your mat and do a couple down dogs, you'll definitely want a little bit more. Lastly, tip number 3, I would say to picture the after. So sometimes when you're trying to get geared up for a yoga practice, it can be kind of ho-hum. Maybe you need to convince yourself to do something. So if you're having a lazy day, a yoga practice isn't exactly something you're looking forward to. But if you think of the result afterwards, think of how great you're gonna feel after your practice. A lot of times that's more than enough to get you there and to get a little bit of something in, whereas you could have done absolutely nothing. The reason why I did this vlog today was because this is something that I'm kind of struggling with today. I mean, I know I look like a mess every day, but I feel particularly like a mess today. I just want to be lazy, so it's kind of a struggle to get on my mat today. But the things that I just mentioned, I'm doing for myself. I'm gonna get on my mat, get in my practice, and I would definitely suggest you do the same. So scroll through my YouTube channel, pick a class that you feel like doing, and we can do yoga together-ish. So that's it for today's vlog. I'm gonna go hit my yoga mat, get my yoga practice in, and I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow.